All right, let's just dive right into this modern paradox, shall we? We live in this world that has, literally endless opportunities, but so many of us walk around with this constant feeling of being scattered, overwhelmed, pulled in a million different directions. If you're someone who has a ton of interest, but you feel like you're not really making progress on any of them, then you're going to want to stick around for this. Seriously, does life feel a little less magical than it used to? That feeling when you're just more tired than you are calm, and the world just seems to have lost some of its color, some of its wonder. You are definitely not alone in that. It's a super common feeling, and believe it or not, there's a very clear reason why. Think about it. We are just swimming in a world of convenient, quick pleasures, binge watching shows, endlessly scrolling social media, eating those hyper palatable foods. Every single hit of this, cheap dopamine raises the bar for what our brains find stimulating. And the result? Well, we end up binging on so much information that we become, in a way, mentally obese, just overwhelmed, exhausted, and finding it harder and harder to enjoy the simple things.
This quote, it just hits hard, doesn't it? It's such a powerful diagnosis. That feeling of having a dozen interests but no clear direction, that boredom, it's not some personal failure. It's a symptom of playing someone else's game. But what if this trait, this scattered curiosity of yours, isn't actually a weakness at all?
In fact, psychologists actually have a name for people like us, multi-potentialites. And far from being some kind of flaw, it's often a sign of a really capable brain that just needs more cognitive challenges to stay engaged. These are the people who can learn new skills fast, adapt to change on a dime, and see connections that everybody else just misses. You see, for the last century, our entire education system, our whole career system, has been built for the specialist, the person who goes super deep in one single area. And look, that path is clear, and it's valuable in a stable, predictable world. But history shows us something totally different. The people who really change the world, they're often the polymaths, the ones who create their own path by connecting multiple fields. And this isn't the first time this has happened. The first Renaissance was this cognitive explosion fueled by Gutenberg's printing press, which just suddenly made knowledge accessible to everyone. Well, the internet has kicked off a second Renaissance, one that's 1,000 times larger in scale. And you, with all your scattered interests, you're not distracted. You are the most natural product of this new age. So here's the crucial point, the thing to really get. Your power lies in your unique cognitive intersection. It's that weird combination of your specific interests. Maybe for you it's psychology and marketing, or fitness and finance, or art and computer programming. This blend creates a perspective so unique that nobody, not even an AI, can replicate it. It is literally your superpower. But okay, just knowing you're a modern-day Renaissance person isn't enough, right? The big question is still hanging there. How do you take all that chaotic, curious energy and turn it into focused, real-world progress? Well, you need a foundation. You need a framework. And the solution is to stop just going with the flow and start building systems. And as you can see, the difference is just huge. A system is just a structured process that leads to a specific result. And yeah, it takes a little effort to set up at first, but it gives you incredible leverage and predictable compounding results. It takes all the guesswork out of making progress. And you can systemize pretty much any area of your life. Just imagine having intentional systems for setting your goals, managing your time, optimizing your health and your finances, even for nurturing your most important relationships. This just removes the decision fatigue and basically puts your progress on autopilot. But there is a trap here, a big one. Even with the best systems, a lot of curious people fall into something called tutorial hell. And you know what I'm talking about. It's that addictive cycle of consuming endless courses, articles, and videos. It feels like you're learning, but you never actually go out and apply any of the knowledge. This is the learning trap in action. You get that little dopamine hit from feeling productive, right? But you just end up with a mind full of noise and chaos. Your life doesn't actually change because learning is just the input. Real change comes from the output. So the way out of this trap is to follow the creator's path. The absolute most effective way to learn is to pick a project. Start a business, a YouTube channel, a personal fitness goal, whatever, and make that project the reason for your learning. You learn just enough to take the very next step, you apply it immediately, and you get that real-world feedback. So this is it. This is the crucial point. You have to shift your identity. Stop being a passive information consumer and become an active creator. This is the single most important step you can take to turn all that scattered knowledge into real skills and actual results in the world. And now we have the ultimate accelerator for this whole process: artificial intelligence. But here's the thing: most people are using it like a slot machine. They ask it simple questions, they get back generic, kind of mediocre results. The key is to stop outsourcing your thinking and start amplifying your thinking.
To get those truly incredible results, you have to start treating AI like a digital employee. You have to teach it your unique context, your frameworks, your goals, your special cognitive intersection. See, it's not your replacement, it's your co-pilot, and it's ready to execute your vision with unbelievable precision.
So this is it. This is the complete modern framework. First, the mindset. You have to embrace your identity as a Renaissance polymath. Second, the framework. You build intentional systems to channel all those interests. And third, the accelerator. You use your AI co-pilot to amplify your thinking and just rock it forward. You see, you're not scattered. You are perfectly adapted to thrive in this new era of chaos and opportunity. You have the mindset, you have the framework, and you have the ultimate tools sitting right in front of you. So the only question left is, what will you choose to build?